Your freelance business does not need more hustle. It needs a system. In this video, I will show you a sharper AI workflow that helps a solo freelancer work with less chaos and more control. If you keep ending the day tired, busy, and somehow still behind, I do not think your real problem is laziness. And I do not think the answer is another productivity app either. I think your freelance business is leaking energy in the same place most solo businesses do. Too many tabs. Too many repeated decisions. Too much work living inside your head. So in this video, I want to show you a one-person AI workflow that makes freelance work feel cleaner, calmer, and far more under control. Not with hype. Not with 20 tools. With a system. Here is what messy freelance work usually looks like. A client sends a message. You mean to reply later. Then they send a voice note. Then you jump into a meeting. Then you promise a proposal. Then you lose 10 minutes just figuring out where the project actually stands. That is the part people rarely talk about. The real weight of freelance work is not just doing the job. It is carrying the job in your mind all day. That is why this video matters. Because the goal is not to automate your personality. The goal is to stop using your memory as the operating system. By the end of this video, you will know what to automate, what to keep human, and how to make your business feel more premium without making it more complicated. Most freelancers think they have a workload problem. But a lot of the time, they actually have a workflow problem. Projects feel heavy because they keep starting from zero. You keep rereading messages. Rebuilding context. Rewriting the same replies. Rechecking the same files. Remembering the same deadlines. That repetition creates friction. And friction quietly burns your time, your focus, and your momentum. So the system we are building today has one purpose. It removes repeat decisions from your day. The first layer is capture. Most freelance work arrives as fragments. An email. A DM. A meeting note. A voice message. A half-clear idea from a client who assumes you already understand everything. The first job of AI should not be writing back. It should be turning that raw input into something usable. Every new request should become 4 things quickly: the objective, the deadline, the deliverables, the open questions. That one habit changes the tone of the entire project. Because now you are working from structure instead of guesswork. The next layer is proposals and communication. This is where freelancers lose money without always noticing. Not because the quality is bad. Because the terms are blurry. Your system should help you create proposals that feel simple, sharp, and professional. That means every proposal should clearly define what is included, what it costs, how long it takes, how revisions work, and when scope starts drifting, your system should help you respond clearly without sounding defensive. That matters. Because clarity is part of premium positioning. Meetings only become expensive when nothing clear comes out of them. So after every call, your workflow should instantly produce key decisions, action items, who owns what, the next checkpoint. That way the meeting does not live in your head anymore. It becomes movement. Now we get to production. This is where people expect AI to feel magical. But honestly, the strongest use is not magic. It is structure. Weak prompt: write me a proposal. Better prompt: write a concise 3-tier proposal for a small business owner with clear scope, timeline, revision limits, and a confident but friendly tone. That difference creates better output. But more importantly, it creates fewer revisions and less cleanup. Delivery is not an afterthought. Delivery is part of the client experience. If the file names are messy, the links are missing, or the handoff is unclear, even strong work feels less professional. So before anything goes out, your system should confirm the right files are included, the naming is clean, the final version is actually final, the client message is ready, the next step is obvious. These details are quiet, but they build trust fast. Most freelancers finish the work and disappear. Then they go looking for the next client from scratch. But a better system keeps the relationship warm. That can look like a quick check-in a few days after delivery, a follow-up 1 week later, a second phase offer when the timing is right. That means your workflow is not only making delivery smoother, it is making repeat revenue more likely. If you are starting from zero, do not overbuild this. You do not need a giant stack. You need a clean core: 1 project hub, 1 AI writing tool, 1 meeting summary workflow, 1 simple automation layer or reusable template system. That is enough to create rhythm. And rhythm is what makes a solo business feel scalable. So if your freelance business feels heavier than it should, here is the takeaway. You probably do not need more hustle. You need less friction. And the fastest way to create that is to stop rebuilding your process every day. Build one system that captures, clarifies, produces, delivers, and follows up for you. If you want, I can make the next video on the exact tools I would use to build this workflow today. And if this hit home, tell me in the comments which part drains you most right now: intake, proposals, meetings, delivery, or follow-up. If you want the tool stack behind this workflow, tell me in the comments which part slows you down the most, and I will build the next video around that.